All right, now listen, I know it's tied up at 1-1 between Washington and Chicago. They're deadlocked at a game apiece. Houston wins earlier 5-4. Boston is done. Yankees up 2-1 tonight at Yankee Stadium. And then later, Dodgers up 2-0 take on Arizona at Chase Field. Observations, Major League Baseball postseason, Jeff Hathaway.
How about Max Scherzer had a no-hitter in that Washington Cubs game in the 7th. He gave up his first hit. Dusty Baker pulled him. Reliever gave up a run. So that's what made it 1-1. I think that's a great series. I know the Dodgers, maybe they're coming back, but I really like the Nats, and I don't like the Cubs. So, and hey, Terry Francona has a chance to win another baseball playoff series tonight, and he's starting Trevor Bauer. I know rain could be an issue there, but Bauer was a great choice for him. We'll see if we can pull off 2 in a row.
Don't forget that Francona pasta sauce in the Cleveland area for local charities. Please check it out. He and his father Tito are out there promoting that. That's a good thing. Now, speaking of good thing, I'm proud. I guess Sidney Crosby spoke out. They're headed to the nation's capital tomorrow to visit the White House. That's a good thing.
Yeah, and here's what's going to be tomorrow. I feel bad for Sidney Crosby because he's going to get dragged into this. He's a Canadian citizen, and in Canada he'll get ripped for going to the White House, that he should take some stand or be political. That's not Sidney Crosby. As he said, I didn't know that athletes were supposed to have political opinions. And that's the way I think a lot of people feel, is keep that out of it. And Crosby's going to get roasted in Canada for it, for just going to the White House to celebrate a championship. It'll be interesting tomorrow afternoon to see what the president says.
All right, Paul Zeiss right now on the air, of course, known for the Post-Gazette and covering the Pitt Panthers. And we just need someone to cover the offense for the defense for the Panthers so we can get the W calling this week.
It's been a bad road, hasn't it? It's been a bad season. They had opportunities to win in Syracuse, didn't get it done. Ben DiNucci's going to be your starting quarterback.
What's the latest on Max
Brown? Max Brown could be out for the year unless there's a bowl game. So Ben will be your quarterback. This is a guy that really wasn't recruited to play Division I, and he's going to be your starting quarterback. And Kenny Pickett, who burned his red shirt on the last play of the game against Syracuse, he'll be the backup quarterback. But don't be surprised if DiNucci struggles, especially if they get down big early to NC State, that they go to Pickett just to see what he's about since they've already used that red shirt.
Yeah, that game will be at Heinz Field this week, 93.7 The Fan. Also, what I love about 93.7 The Fan, Ramon Foster and, of course, Ben, they got these shows. What did Ben say?
Well, Ben, at the beginning, and I think it's more frustration, or him just trying to make a comment that, well, maybe I've lost it. I think sometimes athletes say that, not truly meaning it, they just say it for effect, or that they're ticked off, or whatever. I mean, I don't think Ben actually feels that way. And that's been huge news nationally. I think we kind of know here. Le'Veon Bell said today, like, that was a bunch of bunk, that Ben's still, their quarterback and still their guy, and he doesn't believe he's slid in his skills now. Le'Veon did say that there were opportunities to run the ball. They had holes to run the ball, and he doesn't know why they didn't run it. And he's not going to complain to the coaches. But he does think that they need to run the football more. So we'll see what they do against a tough Kansas City team in a horribly tough place to play coming up on Sunday.
All right, only because you're the golf guy and I love talking golf. Safeway Open, Tyler Duncan, who is this guy?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't even recognize these names.
And it's weird because the start of the new PGA Tour season was last week, which is just odd because it should be calendar year. You just don't see it this time of year, but that's with this new PGA Tour system. But they had some big names in that tournament, so we'll see what goes forward. We had one other name, like AAA of golf for the women. Rachel Rohana won that championship today from Waynesburg. So it's unclear right now if she's going to get an LPGA card because of that, but hey, she won the equivalent of the AAA championship in golf, so congrats to her, and hopefully that leads to more opportunities for her on the LPGA Tour.
Real quick, Geneva beats Waynesburg, speaking of Waynesburg homecoming. Now they play at Carnegie Mellon. They wouldn't have to check my SAT scores if I'd want to go to that game at Carnegie
There's
Mellon.
Some brains on that field. How many future engineers are going to be on that field from both sides? CMU's really got it going this year. CMU, they have a chance to win the pack. It's going to be a challenge for Geneva at CMU. Although, hey, kudos to the Golden Tornadoes. They turned it around a bit.
Only thing I can tell you, Gino DeMarco went to New Brighton. He knows my grade average. I'm sure he's looked at my record. Bottom line, if I were working for them, I'd be carrying water, basically, is what I would be doing. We're saying popcorn here. Get your popcorn here. Jeff Hathaway, 93.7 The Fan, News Radio 1020, KDK. Good night.